going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Kaged Review. My name is Kevin Jackowitz, and I'm about to review Monday Night Raw. And this is for 10/8/18. And to get right into it, you start out with Triple H and Shawn Michaels. They come down to the ring. They're doing a little promo about what the Brothers of Destruction did at Super Showdown. And they say, "Are you ready?" And that means, officially, it is DX versus the Brothers of Destruction at Crown Jewel. I like that. I do. I'm excited to see Shawn Michaels back. I don't care if he's 53 years old. I don't care if it's a nostalgia gimmick. I don't care. People are like, oh, he's just coming back for the money. Good. He deserves it. And we get to see Shawn Michaels in the ring again, so I don't give a damn. I'm excited. I really am. DX versus the Brothers of Destruction. What more could you ask for? So I was very happy with the opening. You get, after that, Bobby Lashley versus Kevin Owens. Lio Rush is talking smack to Kevin Owens. And it looks like they might have done a double turn during this match, because the match itself wasn't really anything to care about, to be very honest. The match itself was lacking. Except for there were a couple of hot spots with Kevin Owens. He did a really cool flip over the top rope, and I've always been amazed that a guy that big can move like he does. Absolutely amazing. But the big thing came at the end where Bobby Lashley does a heel turn, and a pretty big heel turn, honestly, and he goes after Kevin Owens pretty hard. And that's why I'm wondering if it's almost a double turn. Maybe Kevin Owens is going face now, because I think that would be fitting after what happened. And after that, you get a backstage interview with Bayley and Finn Balor after Bobby Lashley wins the match and then beats the hell out of Kevin Owens. And Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush come in and they're talking to Finn Balor and Bayley like they don't matter. So they're definitely pushing the heel turn big there. Then you get an Elias promo in Chicago. He's doing his Elias bit and gets interrupted by Ronda Rousey's music. Nothing happens there. They cut to commercial. And then it's the Bella Twins and Ronda Rousey versus the Riot Squad. I hated this match, and I hated everything about it, especially the ending. Now here's what happens. It's the same thing as you saw at the pay-per-view, Super Showdown. Ronda Rousey gets a hot tag, she beats everybody's ass, she gets the win. She puts Ruby Riott in the armbar. The ending, though, is the Bellas are celebrating with Ronda Rousey in the ring, and both Bellas attack Ronda Rousey, going heel. And Nikki Bella, that was the big rumor that she was going to face Ronda Rousey at Evolution. Now, I'm going to be very clear about this. I instantly went to Twitter and said, I hate this idea. The Bellas suck. And this pay-per-view is turning into garbage. Like, it's not just turning into garbage. It's turning into a steaming pile of shit. Like, everything that WWE has done so far for the Evolution pay-per-view has been wrong, in my opinion. Everything. And not just wrong a little bit. Wrong horribly. And when I got on Twitter, everybody was saying the exact same thing. The Bellas suck. We're already sick of seeing them. Get them the fuck off our TV. Like, the response was resounding. And of course WWE's not going to listen. But I'm not even watching this pay-per-view at this point. The Sasha Banks, Trish Stratus thing, that got screwed up. Then I found out Lita was taking on Mickie James. What the fuck? Nobody wants to rehash that shit. Do something new with both of them. You've got current roster versus basically Attitude Era stars, and you're not doing anything with that. Nothing. So I was really disappointed in this pay-per-view so far, and this made me lose complete interest. You're taking Ronda Rousey and putting her up against Nikki Bella, which literally nobody wants to see. So I hated it. Absolutely hated it. Bayley and Finn Balor take on Jinder Mahal and Alicia Fox after that. I didn't even pay attention. I tuned out, honestly. I don't even know who won. I didn't care. I'm so sick of them throwing together matches for the Mixed Match Challenge. It's like nobody's paying attention to it anyway. Like, seriously. After that, you get backstage Strowman, Ziggler, McIntyre bit where McIntyre and Ziggler are kind of bickering. Strowman says both of them need to chill out and back up and, carry their weight. After that, you get a backstage Baron Corbin Heath Slater bit where Heath Slater says he wants to be in a competition for this tournament they're going to have that's going to end in Crown Jewel. Baron Corbin basically says he doesn't deserve it. So Baron Corbin then comes down to the ring. He says he's having a over-the-top rope battle royal for the number one spot in this tournament they're having at Crown Jewel. And it's literally a bunch of nobodies. It's, Baron Corbin doing his heel thing, acting like he's going to automatically get the spot. So he names off a bunch of names, and nobody knows any of them, of course. There's this one dude in this gold-like lucha outfit. And so Baron Corbin, he's just throwing everybody over the top rope, of course. They all attack him. He disperses everybody like he's some kind of badass. Baron Corbin sucks in the ring. I'm sorry, he does. And all the while, the guy in the gold luchador went underneath the bottom rope and he's just sitting outside on the ground. So Baron Corbin, he eliminates everybody else, thinks he won. The guy in the gold suit comes back, eliminates Baron Corbin, and it turns out to be Kurt Angle. It was a really cool moment, honestly. I thought they did a great job with it. And you couldn't even tell it was Kurt Angle until he started wrestling and doing his Kurt Angle moves, and then you're like, oh, okay. So that was kind of cool. After that, Charlie interviews Angle. He just says, I don't know, I'm on vacation, kind of making a joke about it. Then you get Amber Moon versus Nia Jax, and I really didn't understand this because they're supposed to be friends, and it was like, in the spirit of competition, and it didn't make any sense, to be very honest. They just threw it together, you could tell. So it basically comes down to they're outside the ring, they're tearing each other up. Nia Jax goes to spear Ember Moon, who is standing in front of the ring. Ember moves. Nia hits, the monitor at the side of the ring. Ember Moon gets in and wins via countout. They hug. Whatever, pointless. Trish Stratus does a promo after that. Of course, Alexa Bliss is going to interrupt with Mickie James. And Alexa Bliss is saying that, maybe her and Mickie James should, team up on Trish Stratus at the pay-per-view. And says, well, that's okay, I have a friend too. And she calls out Lita. So now Trish Stratus versus Alexa Bliss is now Trish Stratus and Lita versus Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. Still don't care. I still think they ruined the bit with Sasha Banks. They ruined the build-up. I'm not a fan of how they did that. And then, like I said, Alexa Bliss just came out of nowhere. No storyline involved. Just kind of ruined it for me. Then you get a real quick Shield promo. Talking about their brotherhood. Nothing big. Bobby Roode and Chad Gable versus The Ascension is the match after that. And it was kind of the whole same thing. I think Bobby Roode is going to turn heel. Chad Gable keeps stealing Bobby Roode's thunder. At the end of the match, Bobby Roode looked like he was going to have the victory. Chad Gable tagged himself in, got the win. They beat The Ascension, Authors of Pain, Akam and Razar. They come out, attack both teams. It does make them look strong, but also kind of not really much point to it. Paul Heyman then comes out, and he's doing a promo saying that Brock Lesnar has the desire to be a two-company world champion. And he goes into that spiel for a second, and then the Shield's music hits, and it becomes the Shield versus Strowman, McIntyre, and Ziggler. And there were a couple of big moments in this match. Like, the match itself was pretty good. The biggest things were Braun Strowman yelling at Ziggler, telling him to do his damn job. Ziggler starts yelling at Strowman. Strowman grabs Ziggler by the neck, and then McIntyre spins Strowman around and gets in his face, and then things kind of disperse from there because Seth Rollins hits McIntyre. He bumps. Braun Strowman out of the ring. And there's a lot of chaotic action going on with all 6 members of the match. And at the end, because of the chaos, Drew McIntyre hits Dean Ambrose with a Claymore kick, gets the win. And so Strowman, McIntyre, and Ziggler win, and then they seem unified as they walk out. And then Dean Ambrose gets up and walks away and goes into the back by himself. And that's where they cut out. So, maybe they're trying to tease Dean Ambrose turning on the Shield. They've been going back and forth with it. Who knows if it's going to go anywhere. But at any rate, the show in its entirety. I like the Lashley heel turn, honestly. WWE really screwed up Lashley's return, so I think this is the only thing they can do right now. DX. Yeah, I thought the DX bit at the beginning was really, really good. Clearly, I was not a fan of the Bella Twins' turn on Ronda Rousey. I don't like the Bella Twins at all. They were the reason we needed a women's evolution at the beginning. And it was funny because, there was a WWE Network, post-show interview with the Bellas where they were talking about it's a Bella-lution, and everybody immediately started tagging Botchalution. So it just goes to show fans are not interested in this whatsoever. I think it's an insult to the real women's wrestlers who are literally just, you haven't seen in a while. Sasha Banks, Bayley hasn't really done anything of mention. I mean, it's terrible. And there was a lot of filler in this show. There was a lot of things that I think we could have completely taken out and been just fine with. The mixed match challenge match with Jinder and Alicia, Finn Balor and Bayley. The Baron Corbin Heath Slater bit. I mean, Heath Slater has literally done nothing in forever. I mean, just so much. The Chad Gable Ascension, Bobby Roode situation. Just none of this is really compelling. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I have to rate it like a 4 out of 10 because I'd like to say it was an average show because of the decent parts, but there was so much unnecessary material here. And I understand it's 3 hours, but the problem is that you don't have enough real talent. Get rid of some of these guys that are like the lower mid-carders that just completely suck and try to bring in some fresh, new, actually talented talent. And that's kind of where I'm at with it. So 4 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. My name is Kevin Jackowitz, Kaged Nation. Out.